Show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Oakland as the Warriors go up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, the season hasn't gone as smoothly for them as I'm sure they hoped it would. The good news is we still have a good chunk of it left to play. But if they're going to make a run, they better do it soon. Almost ready for tip-off, but first a moment to talk about something that often gets overlooked, defense. Kenny, who are the most impressive defenders in the NBA right now?
Well, defense doesn't get overlooked by championship teams, and I'm going to name some guys who've either played on championship team or contenders. Kawhi Leonard, defender on the wing. Andre Iguodala. MVP of the NBA Finals, but defense was one of the reasons. And Paul George, coming back from injury. This guy was a premier.
Welcome, everyone, to the Golden State, Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors as they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. This road trip for the Magic kicking things off here in this one. They've lost their last 3 games, and guys, they like that streak to end tonight here.
You know, during the course of a long season, one of the things that you really look forward to is that approaching All-Star break. It gives you a chance to get some physical and mental rest and really to get away from the game, your teammates and your coaches, and that's not always a bad thing.
And even though it's not a huge chunk of time, it feels like it is because you've been going nonstop for so long. Even just a few days can allow you to recharge those batteries.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Nicholson is the 4 with Vucevic at the 5. Jennings out there with Oladipo. And it's Hopkins in at the 3 spot. Thompson with the bucket.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here's Jennings. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New York.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
5 to shoot. And it's Vucevic missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's Freak missing. Warriors on D. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
Livingston. Shot is off. Great D that time from Jennings. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's the screen. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Green, the screen. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jennings.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Warriors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Livingston kicks to Green. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Thompson against Jennings. To the paint, puts up the baby hook. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Livingston kicks to Green. Floats one. Good.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
To the inside. Here's Hopkins. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. The Warriors making a switch here. Bogut's checked. The Magic trail by 10, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Ian Clark out there with Livingston. And it's Freak in at the 5 spot. 5 to shoot. 11 feet away. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Vucevic has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Magic. Livingston passes to Green. Here's Freak. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Oh, great move to get to the rack there against a guy who doesn't really just have the strength to be able to keep him away from the rim.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks just played phenomenal. He picked up 10 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. His performance just another outstanding outing that has become more and more common for him.
All right, Doris, well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge. You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Here's Watson following the basket by Freak. Out to the wing. Here's Hopkins. Plays it up and banks it in.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but looks like they're putting it together right now.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
And Orlando making a change here. Hezonja's checked in, and Orlando has possession. 9-point game. Second shot opportunity, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Ryan Hollins, he's checked in for Golden State. Livingston kicks to Freak. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Watson, the pass to Hezonja. There's the dish to Nicholson, and it's blocked by Hollins. Out of bounds, Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them. Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Sean Livingston. And the Magic making a change here as well. Jennings is checked in. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. To the middle. Here's Freak. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Andrew Bogut checked in for Golden State. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a... Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Check out the game for Freak. He has 9 points and also a block shot.
On the court for Orlando, Nicholson is the 4 with Vucevic at the 5. Jennings out there with Victor Oladipo. And it's Hopkins in at the small forward position. That's good.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
The Warriors shooting around 41% on the night. Livingston kicks to Freak. Can't get it to go. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT. No matter how hard you played, you want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Orlando. Count the bucket. Barnes has got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Oladipo dishes to Jennings. 13 feet away. The Warriors pull it in. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
A total team effort, and I think the starters enjoyed a chance to be able to step back and relax and enjoy how the bench played.
Here's Jennings after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Green with the block, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Oladipo outside. Here's Vucevic. Here is Livingston. He's guarded by Jennings. Livingston passes to Thompson. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And Oladipo kicks to Nicholson. Back to Oladipo. Outside Jennings. They set the pick. Pass to Vucevic. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Watson, he's checked in for Orlando. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Freak. Brandon Jennings with the rebound. The Magic trail by 3. And Watson has it in the corner. And that one's good.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Jennings with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Jennings dishes to Nicholson. It's tipped, but they'll get another chance. Golden State's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Thompson with the bucket.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And here's Watson after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. At the top of the key, Nicholson. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Thompson passes to Freak. A minute 50 left in the third quarter.
Well, I love that sweet up fake, Kevin. It worked like a charm there and gave him a clear path to the lane and then to the hoop.
Well, that move is one of the prettiest out there if you can pull it off. And Vucevic kicks to Nicholson. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Thompson. And it's Golden State with another.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
There's 1:17 left here in the third quarter. Jennings kicks to Vucevic. Jennings against Thompson. 6 to shoot. It's Jennings with the drive, and he gets it to go. Jennings has got 7 points.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Now here's Jennings. Following the miss by Freak, Jennings kicks to Watson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 15-6 run. Feeds to Livingston. He dishes it to Freak. Passes it to Barnes. And he jams it with authority.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Jennings with the ball. He's got 7. Picked by Vucevic. Jennings kicks to Watson. From downtown. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's... Put your hands together! Back as we get set to start the fourth. And the Warriors making a change here. Freaks checked in. And a change for the Magic. Vucevic checked in for Wesley Johnson. Warriors leading by 11. Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. Bogut out there with Freak, and it's Livingston in at the 1 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Now here's Freak. Thompson left side. 17-foot shot on the way. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Pass to Vucevic.
That's a wall.
No good. Nice D from Bogut.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Payton dishes to Oladipo. Here's Marjanovic. Out to the right wing. Inside. From 11 feet away. Got a piece of it.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Now here's Payton. After the miss from Vucevic. Payton kicks to Vucevic. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Kicks to Freak. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
That was an excellent burst to the hoop for that throwdown. I mean, he's a laser beam, guys. Fast as light.
Payton passes to Vucevic. Thompson against Payton. Here's Vucevic. Another miss by Vucevic.
The tough shots aren't going down for him right now. But neither are the easy ones. I mean, he's got to find the rhythm somehow.
And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. Freak kicks to Green. They set the pick, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, They never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
Freak dishes to Green. To the inside. It's stolen by Vucevic.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Warriors.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
No, they didn't. They found their way inside effectively all game long. Penetration always produces results.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And playing this team only twice on the year, they have to feel good about their strategy and execution. As tonight, they complete a season series sweep against the Magic.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
Here's Azania. Offline with his three. Now here's Freak. Takes the three. No good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good moments.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. Tell us how you were able to take control of this game and pull out the win here tonight.
You know, we missed some key shots, but in the end, we just stuck together and played good defense. You know, we helped each other out, so we played real good collectively tonight.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
Well, his ability to get into the paint and get to the rim was deadly. For a guy who's mainly a perimeter shooter, it was remarkable how many of his points came right at the bucket.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.